Hey, I'm Claire.
And I'm Janice.
And this is The X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
We are breakup coaches here to help you beat your breakup,
heal your broken heart,
and move on to an amazing, abundant life.
Welcome, everyone, to the next episode. We are so excited for this one. It's going to be very positive and affirming because it's our positive affirmations episode.
Yay! Yeah, this is a good one. I don't think there's been an episode that we've done that we weren't excited about.
Yeah.
But we do have, the anticipation building in between each episode for the next one. And yeah, it's good. It's nice to feel that way. And yeah, I do feel excited about this one. And affirmations are something that a lot of people are interested in these days. They are something that Claire and I have both used during our breakups and also just in our general mindfulness practice. And so we thought, well, hello, let's share this with people and how we do it. Let's talk about it. I got to know affirmations for the first time during a breakup. So I know how it can help, and we hope it helps you.
Yeah. I think it's just so good. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. And if you are one of those people who's like, it seems a little woo-woo, just, keep listening, keep an open mind, because there is actually a lot of support as to why this works. And science says so, and I think that it's just a better way to live is to keep your mind open to ways that you can improve your life experience. So,
and your thoughts, what goes on in your head just really, really impacts all aspects of your life.
Everything.
And this is a really wonderful way to rewire any negative thought patterns that you have, or just add more juice to your day. So if you like what you hear, we're doing something cool this week. We're going to drop a special bonus episode of sorts where we are going to read our favorite breakup affirmations for you so that you can play them in the morning. You can play it on repeat. You can use it in any way that you like, and that you can, start to integrate this into your healing journey.
Yeah. So after you've listened to this episode, just go ahead and play the next episode. There won't be an intro or anything. It's there as a resource for you for free to have, play this every day. Honestly, it will really help. See how you feel after listening to this for a week, for a month. It's ridiculous. It will really, really help. Because, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I'm like, because
we're thrilled, as you can see. So before we get into it, we have another kind of cool announcement of sorts.
Yay!
We are starting to build our online community on Facebook. You're dancing. Claire's
I'm dancing.
guys.
I'm so excited.
So it's called Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On.
Yes.
And we are going to be doing a live Q&A in that group on May 4th at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern. And everyone else, please look up what it is for you.
Yeah.
Because I can only remember so many. And so if you want free coaching and you want to live ask us, that was a weird way to put it. If you want to ask us anything live, please mark your calendar, come into the group, and we're going to just sit there and chat with people.
Yeah. And if you're shy, don't worry too, because sometimes other people will ask the question that's been weighing on you, and you may have not even known that was what you were worried about or what you didn't understand. And we have a lot to learn from each other. We're kind of all in this life experience together. So even if you don't have a question, I encourage you to come join the group and show up on May 4th, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and see what the questions are. And, also just pop in and say hi. We want to make this
interact
a very supportive community. And it's that's what it's there for. So we're planning well ahead, making sure we can have, as many people as possible, use this resource on the day. So May 4th, Join the group at any point before then, and we'll see you there.
Yep, we'll give more information and more opportunities to, ask questions ahead of time if you do feel stage fright. But all right, so that's the cool stuff that we've got going on. Yeah. But the other cool stuff we have going on is that we're talking about affirmations and the power of positive thought today. So would you like to get started, my dear?
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing to do is to define what is a positive affirmation. Anyways, you've probably heard this mentioned, but we just like to make sure we're super clear and really define things. So, a positive affirmation is a positive phrase or statement used to challenge negative or unhelpful thoughts. And this is important because probably most of our thoughts are negative. And so this is
you
just
think
naturally.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking because we're trying to survive. And so it helps to think of every possible thing that could go wrong.
Yeah, and be more reactive, I guess.
Yeah. So that was, I guess that is my personal opinion, that I think most people's like unconscious narrative throughout the day is probably mostly negative.
Okay. Yeah.
So so that's just me. I guess we differ there. Some more than others, for sure. We'll get into this, but yeah.
And this can turn it around big time. I can't believe the difference it has made in my life and the things that I used to think that I don't anymore.
Exactly.
We'll get into it.
We can use it to gain motivation, to encourage positive change, to boost self-esteem and confidence, to change negative self-talk, and combat those subconscious patterns that we may just be running around with, not really knowing why we do the things we do and think the way we think.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people don't even realize that they do it. Sometimes it takes someone pointing it out or something, kind of devastating to happen to realize that you do it, but people do. All right, so the theory behind affirmations. We think thoughts all day long. That isn't news to anyone. Some of them are beneficial, some of them are negative, and really hold us back from feeling positive, from taking action that benefits us, from getting out of the stuck place that we find ourselves in life often. Positive affirmations can help balance out the negative thoughts with the positive, right? And then we start a habit of thinking positively more often. And it is something that you need to be proactive about learning to do, and then it will become more natural.
Exactly.
And as everyone knows, we like to back up what we talk about with as much science as possible, because I think it's really cool that there's science behind the healing journey. Yeah. So consider this quote by a Dr. David Hanscom, who actually specializes in this type of work, but with people who have chronic physical pain. And he says, just as we do repetitive physical exercise to get stronger, affirmations can be thought of as exercise for our mind/brain. Yes. And I think it's cool. He's a doctor who works with people on, I think he's written books about back pain, chronic pain that doesn't go away. And he even believes in this. So
exactly. Yeah. And that's for, a physical pain, which I think heartbreak can feel like and be processed like.
It is. Yeah. For some people, they do have physical pain and all sorts of craziness when you have a broken heart. So this is a really good place to start, I think, for breakups.
Definitely. So here's some rapid fire of some additional study results that back this up. There's MRI evidence suggesting that certain neural pathways are increased when people practice self-affirmation tasks. Self-affirmations have been shown to decrease health deteriorating stress. They've been used effectively in interventions that led people to increase their physical behavior, so habit change.
Yes.
It's also been demonstrated to lower stress and rumination, which is a big buzzword for heartbreak, because a lot of that that pain comes from rumination.
Yes. Oh my God,
Yeah.
totally. I always feel just so much relief when I, do my affirmation when I'm in the rumination stage.
Exactly. Yeah. And in terms of reducing negative thoughts, affirmations have been shown to help with the tendency to linger on negative experiences as well. So, boom, big things that apply to breakups.
Yep. So if you're skeptical and you don't want to just take our word for it, there you've got 6, 7 studies and doctors to back it up. And we've got one more. So how do you use them? According to Dr. David Schuchter, author of Think Away Your Pain and the Mind Body Workbook. So we're going to go through several ways to do this, but he recommends selecting short, potent, actionable statements that come from a place of I. They start in the present tense and predict or project a better future.
Mm-hmm.
More, according to psychotherapist Ronald Alexander of the Open Mind Training Institute, affirmations can be repeated up to 3 to 5 times daily to reinforce the positive belief. I say even more, personally. Yeah. I mean, it just depends, but as many times as you want. He suggests that writing your affirmations down in a journal and practicing them in the mirror is a good method for making them more powerful and effective. And I have a mirror on my altar now, and I've started to talk to it in the morning, and it's cool. I never thought I'd be comfortable with that, but
that's so
I am.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really, really new. Actually, Jessie, a former guest, and I were talking one day about mirror work and that she was really loving it. And yeah, now there's one on my altar.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's one way to get started. Another way is, apps. There are plenty of apps. So we are huge fans of the Insight Timer. That's a meditation app. They've got a bunch of tracks on
for affirmations as well. Yeah.
So, and I am still on their free plan.
Yes, me too.
And I don't know. I just think it's great. I can't believe the wonderful service that Insight provides. Yeah. Love you guys.
Incredible.
All right, come advertise with us because we do love you. So Think Up, which Claire is a little bit more familiar with.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about Think Up?
Yeah, I've been trying Think Up out for the past couple weeks, and it is good if you want to streamline things as much as possible. It has suggested affirmations that you can then record in your own voice, and they automatically lay it over a track. And they also have alerts built in with the push notifications or whatever with the app. So they have that. However, I think it's very similar to just recording the affirmations in your voice memo app on your phone, which everyone should have some sort. I don't know what they call it for Android, but there's going to be a recording thing on your phone, and just record your affirmations in there and set a timer or an alarm in your phone. And just every time that alarm goes, go and click play on that voice memo. And that's really the same as what Think Up offers. But if you want to make it super easy on yourself, then you can get that too. But
yep. And also you can use the alarm on your phone and write the affirmation, and then, set your alarm to go off 3 or 4 times.
And then you're like, I am strong. Yes, I am. Fuck
yeah. I mean, even some people still wake up with an alarm. I do. And sometimes I have the alarm label as an affirmation.
Actually,
you kick ass.
I didn't even think of that. I have mine. It's my success is inevitable. So there you go. That's my alarm every morning.
Yeah. See, so you're doing it almost, and you're not even realizing all the ways that you're incorporating affirmations into your day.
Yeah, cool. I could go on, but I don't want to overwhelm people.
Okay. All right. And also, I think that this is one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the positive they need to be positive statements. This is also kind of a basic law of attraction thing. Not statements.
Not statements.
I am not going to contact my ex, or I am not getting back with them, or what's a common not? statement that could be
I'm not
construed
gonna
as
check his social media.
Rather than saying,
I'm not
I am
gonna miss
powerful
him.
and free. Yeah. I do
Exactly.
not miss them. Yeah. Perfect.
Exactly.
So, and again, Dr. Haskam says that the brain can get confused when it's a not statement.
Yeah.
Because it's a negative association.
Yeah.
And also you're reinforcing the very thing that you're trying to get away from.
Exactly. Yeah. I've heard it explained like in the law of attraction way, where it's like the universe only hears the positive version of whatever you say. So when you say, I am not in love with him anymore, all they're hearing is I'm in love with him.
Or I am not weak might be something that someone might say.
I am not weak. All they hear is I am weak. And that's what
I am not. Apparently, and this is a Wayne Dyer thing, apparently his belief is that because he's passed, is that whatever word you say after the intro I am is what your soul listens to the most. So if you were to say I am not, that's not very affirming in any way.
I am not.
I'm nothing. Okay, yeah. So just another theory.
Yeah. Take what resonates and keep an open mind.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So yeah, ways you can do this. We got into this a little bit, but you can write them out each day. So this is especially good if you don't really know what to write about when you're journaling, but you want to start a journaling habit. It may be helpful to start with, I write out my affirmations every day. And
I like that. Yeah, I've done this before where I've set an affirmation for the day and I've written it in my journal after meditating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do it for 1 week and see what you think.
You can put them on your wall or on your mirror, make some like lipstick mirror art or an expo pen that works too.
Tag us if you do that.
Yeah. You can use sticky notes to do
that's
that.
my thing.
Yeah. And then also, of course, the voice memos app on your phone, putting them in as alarms, setting them as a background on your computer. So you see it every time you log into your computer, set it as a background on your phone. Like there are so many ways you can make sure you're exposed to those positive words as many times as you can throughout the day.
Yep. I'll share some more ideas as we go as well, of things that I do. So what about breakup specific affirmations? What do you think?
So for breakup specific affirmations, like in our next episode, it's not really our episode, but in our bonus material that will be dropping at the same time as this, that will have a lot of breakup affirmations in there for you. But I also like to highlight that these affirmations, you can create them as a flip of the negative beliefs that are keeping you stuck.
Yes.
Breakup.
Yes. So, love this.
Some
also
examples.
I just love that you're starting with awareness about your blockages.
Yeah. So you may be, doing some journaling, you may be working with a coach and you're starting to uncover, I have some like beliefs here that are really keeping me stuck and keeping me feeling like shit. And so affirmations are a way to turn the tide against those negative beliefs that have been running on autopilot and start adding some positivity and some basically conflict with those negative beliefs and being like, well, which one do I want to be true? Probably the positive one, right?
Positive is battling the negative.
Exactly. Yeah. So you want to like kind of even up in your brain, make sure that you are either having more positive thoughts or you're at least bringing the positive thoughts up to be equal with the negative thoughts. So
countering them and also starting to recognize that you're having the negative thoughts.
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Think of
Mm-hmm.
it as like building up your white blood cell count, you know?
All right.
Yeah, so you're
Back
getting
to the science.
your macrophages out there, aka your positive affirmations to
God.
take down the negative. Okay. I'm going to stop now.
we're trying to convince you all that
Yeah.
there's science to back this up.
Yeah. So some examples of flipping negative thoughts. Some common ones are, he was the one that got away. You can now flip that to, our relationship was meant to last that long. I was made for more.
Yep.
Another one, that future I imagined is gone. You flip that to, my future will be even better than I imagined.
Yes.
Yeah. Another one, I'll never love someone like that again. I'm capable of holding so much love. I can't wait to find someone who can reciprocate.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a powerful one.
Yeah. I always ruin my relationships. You can change that to, I'm always learning about myself and how to be a better partner.
Oh,
yeah.
Really good stuff there.
Oh,
wonderful.
Yeah.
And you came up with these, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. This is the
Yeah.
power of coaching right there.
Yeah.
And I also work with my clients on affirmations. In fact, it's become like one of the first things that we do in our first session together is, by the end of the session, I kind of like let my intuition bring me an affirmation that they'll use for, at least the next week. And it's based on speaking with them for a while, and also what they tell me, in their pre-session work, and kind of just getting a sense for what will be the best message for them in the initial stages of the coaching program. So, and partially how I do this and how I encourage others to do it, because sometimes I'll ask them to come back to me with an affirmation so that they can think on it during the week. So like we just said, so what I do is have them write down 3 things in their life or in the mental chatter that they feel is holding them back or that they're struggling with. So for example, after a breakup, it could be, I'm scared I will never get over them. I don't feel like I'm attractive. I'm scared about my future. That could be maybe some common things that someone would be struggling with. Yeah. So then I have them choose one, or I choose one that I feel the strongest charge around, or ask them what they feel the strongest charge around. And then write an affirmation based on how you would ideally feel instead of that. So this is something that you learn with time. And there is a bit of a learning curve with some of this technical. Is it technical? Some of this stuff that we're getting into, there's a learning curve to it. I've been doing this for years, so don't get overwhelmed. Just take it one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We will include resources on how to craft these, and also this bonus episode / resource that we're doing. These are really great ways to get started, because you will start to think about how to craft the statements the more that you hear them. So if this sounds a little overwhelming, these steps that I'm giving you, start with the recording as a first step, and then you'll get used to how it works.
Yeah.
So if you're going to craft your own affirmation, and you want to, for instance, release your ex and the pain that you're feeling of the breakup, you could choose an affirmation such as, today I remind myself that I am incredible and deserve great things, rather than, waking up and dwelling on the fact that you're in pain over the breakup or you miss them. Yeah. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So then the next thing I do when I'm working with clients is I ask them to put the affirmation somewhere in their room or car where they'll see it often, and to send me a pic. So then, you're looking at it, you're taking a picture, you're sharing it with someone. It's all reinforcing the idea. And then, like I said, sometimes we keep the same affirmation for the entire program, or we change it up based on the things that are going on in their lives during our time together.
Yeah.
And another thing that I sometimes do, and you could do this with a buddy, is you pick the affirmation and you just text it to the other person. So I may have my clients write the affirmation to me in a text and just send it, just putting it out into the universe, into another person. And if you have a friend that you feel comfortable doing that with, it's a really fun and powerful way to to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's accountability, and it's
Mhm.
also like that's going to be a positive effect on that person too, especially if you find a buddy,
Yeah.
you know, they can think of their positive affirmation too. And so you're just sending
Yeah.
positivity back and
It's real.
forth.
It's cool. I mean, it would be hard to not at least have your mood improved a little by sending, you know,
Yeah.
something like, today I will remind myself that I am credible and deserve great things, you know,
Yeah.
exclamation point, fireworks, and then having someone text back, you know, hell yeah. So it's fun.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to say something that I hear a lot, especially because I'm in lots of LOA communities, is like, is it going to work? How do I know it's going to work? How do I know it's working? And the most important thing is just kind of to believe that this will help you to turn things around. You might not have, you know, this immediate change to what's going on, but it's just important to keep positive about the possibility that it will.
It's one of those things where you won't notice anything's changing until one day you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like
so true.
It's kind of like, I guess, like losing weight or gaining weight. You don't really see it until you do a comparison of where you were versus today, because it happens slowly. So you don't really notice those changes as starkly as when you look back like a few weeks ago or a month ago and be like, wow, I haven't even like thought about my ex in a while. Like, this is awesome.
So true. I mean, I've recently manifested some things in my life that I you know, have been manifesting for a while, and that I've done affirmations around. And it really is crazy to look back and realize it. I mean, the most important thing though is that you keep the positive charge going. If you're going to dwell on why isn't it happening, it's counteractive. Yeah. All right. So really good stuff so far. We hope that you know, we're not overwhelming you. Clara, I love your tips so much. So we've got more to say about our personal experience with affirmations, and we will do that after a quick break.
Okay, welcome back from the break. So our experience with positive affirmations, we've kind of gone a little bit into this already, but we just want to make sure that we really explain that we are walking the walk as well as talking the talk.
I feel it's important for us to not just seem like we're pulling these topics out of the air. I mean, these are truly things that we that we use and have experience with. And
exactly.
And I want people to know that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus, I like talking about it.
Exactly. Like we're here, we're in it too. We're trying these things. We've tried them in past relationships or breakups. So yeah, I start my day with affirmations. I mean, earlier you heard me realize that my actual alarm has an affirmation in it, which I haven't thought about because I just, you know, I set it and then I see it every day. I also start my day with like a packet of, I just made like, you know, several sheets, and it has my goals in it for me personally, health-wise, business-wise. And it has affirmations on who I need to be in order to meet those goals. And so that's like, it's a little reminder every day, reinforcing the qualities in myself that I need to be.
Yeah, listeners, this is really cool. So do you mind if we get into this just a little? I mean, I'm not the type who, you know, even when I'm doing these, I don't typically, you know, like put it on my IG. So I don't want you to get too personal. But so you have printed this off.
Yeah, so I've printed
you guys,
this off.
Everyone listening. So and it's all formatted. You type this up and printed it off. It's in color. It's like 5 or 6 pages long.
Yeah, so this is
really cool.
Yeah, this is like a very in-depth way of doing positive affirmations. So I have character traits I want to embody, like disciplined, optimistic, creative, gritty, insightful. Yeah.
Oh, you're specific. Okay, I like that.
So, you know, like with gritty, I have my affirmations like, I never run out of energy to show up, create, and educate. When it gets tough, I rise to the occasion.
Ooh.
I know. Yeah. So it's like very powerful to read. And then I also have my like beliefs page. So, you know, like I shared my success is inevitable. That's my alarm. but I follow that up with nothing can stop me from fulfilling my purpose. I feel connected to the power of the universe. Everything is figure outable. Like just all of these things that have really helped.
Cool.
I am smart, helpful, and worthy of taking up anybody's time. You know, like some of these I'm like, yeah, fuck, like obviously I believe these, and some of them are more of a stretch for me. So I have them like mixed in where, you know, it makes sense. And
really cool.
Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to do this. I think we're introducing like the most basic way on this episode, and just like having sentences you repeat to yourself, but you can get really in depth with this. I mean, I guess vision boards are positive affirmations.
That is an example of affirmation art. I'm looking at my
affirmation art.
Oh, and it works, you guys. I've already achieved some of these things this year. All right, so that's cool. So thank you so much for sharing that. I know that you weren't expecting me to ask, so thank you.
That's okay. I mean, I brought it up on the thing. I should have been more prepared to like go
Everything
more into
that you did
it,
was perfect.
Yeah. Awesome. So so that's my experience with affirmations. And I just want to share one more point because we're bringing up Guy Winch again because he's our hero.
Oh, he's so coming on. I just know
one
word
day
is gonna get back.
Yeah, it might be a year, it might be 5 years, but one day we will interview Guy Winch, and he talks about positive affirmations because sometimes he said you can pick positive affirmations that are so out there that for you that you repeating them makes you feel worse because you're so far away from believing that it's actually like you're highlighting the fact that you aren't there yet for yourself.
Right. Like, I am a multimillionaire.
Exactly.
I will receive $8,000 in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Some of these things that you see on Instagram.
Things like that where it's like, well, that's not going to happen.
I would like to, but I don't know if I
probably
fully embody that belief.
I do not fully embody this. Exactly. And so he has an exercise for narrowing down on the positive affirmations that will actually help because they are things you will truly believe. So you'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes on this, but there's 2 parts. In part 1, set a timer for, 5 to 7 minutes and list 10 things that you know about yourself that are positive. So I'm a really good listener to my friends. I'm loyal. I am reliable.
I have an insanely amazing affirmations practice.
Exactly. I'm a really good pet parent. Just list things that you know about yourself. Like, I really like my hair. If you're down about your physical appearance, find something that you like. Like, I love my hair.
This can, I mean, and I'm not a body image coach, but I know body image coaches and they use affirmations.
Yes.
As a huge part of the coaching, and it can help you.
Yeah, it can really help. So that's part 1 is listing those 10 things that you know about yourself. And for us specifically, these could be about things that you are in relationships. So when you're going through a breakup, your confidence can be kind of smushed a little bit. If someone has dumped you, you're just like, it can like throw you off kilter in your confidence. And so listing 10 things you know are good about yourself in relationships specifically can help you in this point and be like, I'm a really good listener for my boyfriend, girlfriend.
Or things that you do for family members.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because remember, everyone, this is a little off topic, but it's not just about the romantic relationships. The way that you show up in romantic relationships can be similar to how you show up in family relationships. The 2 go hand in hand. If you're good to your family members, you'll probably be good to your partner as well.
Yeah. And friends. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's such a good point. So once you've got those 10 things, then you enter part 2 and you set another timer for, 7 to 10 minutes and write a paragraph about examples of how you've been those 10 things in the past and how your future will be like that too. So you're writing about what you bring to the table and why you're fucking awesome to date. Like, you're like, I am there. Like, you call me, you're having a hard day, I will show up for you. I'll bring you your favorite muffins. Cause I did that one time. And like, that's how I show up in relationships. And you know what you'll find is you're like, wow, because I know I've done these things, I actually truly believe what I'm saying and what I'm writing on paper. And you just spent, 10 to 15 minutes really like proving to yourself how amazing you are, and that can really help boost that confidence back up again. So thank you, Guy, for this amazing exercise. I did not come up with this, he did.
We love you. Okay. And I really like I don't know if this is a numerology thing or what, but I also use odd numbers when I'm setting my timer to do these things, because you first suggested 5 to 7 minutes. And for me, when I'm wanting to do a task or a journal exercise that seems a little big and I don't know where it's going to go, for some reasons 5 and 7 minutes feels like much more doable than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or even, I guess, any even number. I don't know. I also use those times.
Well, I mean, it's crazy because I've read, bringing copywriting in when you're making a title, for some reason, titles that begin with an odd number of a list. So like 7 ways to get over your ex does better than 6 ways to get over your ex. For some reason, odd numbers get more clicks. So there's something in humanity there.
And humanity. Also why they suggest that you price something at $197 rather than $200. All right. Well, wait, a little off topic, but I mean, actually, I'm just going to go a little further with this. So I'm also into this 7-minute thing. So I suggested to people. A couple of days ago, I had a friend say, "Oh, I've been putting off writing this email to my client for ages," and I said, "Oh, my trick is to set a timer for 7 minutes when you want to do something that you've been avoiding." And she seriously texted me back like maybe 5 minutes later and said, "I've never heard that. That is brilliant. I did it. I finished it in about 4 minutes. It felt so easy."
Oh my God.
I know. And I do it for my dishes too. I'm kind of neurotic about timing things. It's just how I stay productive. And sometimes if I don't feel like cleaning, but I know I kind of need to, I do the 7-minute thing. I don't know. It works.
That's beautiful. I love it. Anything that will get me to do my dishes, that's what I need. So,
well, if you set a timer for
7 minutes, I'm going to do it after this podcast episode. So,
all right. So numerology aside, or productivity hacks aside, let's talk about how I have used affirmations. So I have a journey with affirmations that I think is kind of cool because it just really directly relates to the divorce, which I guess that'll be the code name or the name that we'll use for that ex is the divorce.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, you have dumpster fire. I haven't named any of mine yet. Yeah. So, of course, because I had been in spiritual communities and on and off of different spiritual paths for years, I knew of affirmations, but it just wasn't something that really clicked with me. So, I'd never done it at all. So, but when I got divorced, it was just, as I've said before, this worst case scenario in my life, even though I was relieved. And I should maybe do a solo episode on this because I had never really been on my own before, if that makes sense. I was in my late 20s, but I just had such a short period in between, being with parental guardians and then getting with my ex. And the short time in between was kind of a interesting experiment in life. And I wouldn't have said it was a successful on my own experience. And so I was just really scared. Like, how am I going to, having a partner for your entire adult life and then just being without it, I felt like I didn't know how I was going to navigate the future at all. I was like really terrified. I seriously, I just didn't know how I would do like the most basic things. I know it's hard to explain or even believe, but I was just terrified. And so I was working with a coach, and I was kind of saying a little bit of this, just like the future just looks blank. I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't even have a job. So things were not, feeling the brightest for me. They did look bright. So she suggested just on one of our calls that I choose an affirmation about my future and put it on the wall. Mm-hmm. And it was, I still remember the moment, and I was just like, yes, it just clicked. And I just knew like that was what I needed. And I don't remember exactly. I would have loved to have saved it, but I didn't. But I just put on a piece of paper something like, my future is going to be beautiful and amazing. It kind of seems simple and not specific at all, but it just started giving me this peace. Like I just started to believe it. And I did start to feel really immediate belief. And I really enjoyed seeing as I went to and from my babysitting job each morning. So it really has just become a way of life. Like I said, I use it with my clients. I have an email coaching program that includes getting an affirmation each day. Mm-hmm. So I am not as structured as you are right now. I do have a few posted in my apartment that I'm going to share. But when I use them more actively, the way that you are with your meditation, it is just really based on what I'm going through in my life. Like if I'm trying to accomplish a specific thing. So for example, last year, I did 2 30-day commitments of focusing on abundance or focusing on wealth. I had a bit of a dip during the pandemic and work, and, didn't feel like things were progressing the way I wanted. I'm sure I'm not, there's going to be a few people listening who might be able to relate to that. And so for the first time, I chose just one money welcoming affirmation that I said each morning. And I also used a Goddess Lakshmi chant, and I did it for 30 days, every single day. And then the next time, I participated in a manifesting 30-day challenge with a coach and a friend of mine. Her name is Lisa Meta Griff, if anyone wants to look her up. She's a really powerful manifesting coach, and I did a program with her. And my goal was to say a series of 8 affirmations each morning. So I wrote them on cards, and I would just go through them. And I think that the time was either 5 or 7 minutes that I had to just go through the stack again and again. So different for everybody, just like journaling, everybody journals differently, and everybody uses affirmations differently.
Yeah.
And then I thought it might just be kind of fun to share what I have on my wall now. So on my door before I leave is I manifest amazing things. I'm probably going to swap that out now that it's spring, and I manifested everything I wanted to when I put that on my wall, to be honest, or on my door 4 or 5 months back. And then on my fridge, I have 2. So the first one, and I think this is one of my favorite affirmations. So pencil and or a notebook and paper time, or notebook and pen time. I want you writing this down as much as possible. All right. So I live an abundant life. I am thankful for all that I have, and I am surrounded by more wealth each day. This is a good one because gratitude is like what the highest vibrational frequency, really, So when you reinforce an affirmation with gratitude, I think that makes it powerful. And then another one that I have on my fridge is my finances are limitless and plentiful.
It's beautiful.
Cute little money.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. And what you said about gratitude is huge. I actually watched the documentary Heal yesterday that Sasha. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right. So let's share this with our listeners. Recent guest Sasha has recommended the movie Heal.
Yeah.
And is it where did you stream it from?
I streamed it from Prime. It's free with a Prime membership.
Okay.
And one of the things they talked about is that you can't feel these negative emotions like lack and scarcity and all of this if you are in gratitude. It's kind of like when you're in gratitude, and like no matter whether it's for 3 seconds or 3 hours, you're giving yourself a break from all of those negative thoughts and stuff. So it's kind of a really cool state to be in, is just asking the question, what am I grateful for? And I forgot where I read this. Okay, so it's the author of Stress Less, Accomplish More, Meditation for Extraordinary Performance by Emily Fletcher.
Oh my, that sounds juicy.
Yeah. So she has shared research that just asking the question of what am I grateful for, even if you can't come up with an answer for anything you're grateful for, that will change your brain chemistry. Just asking the question. So don't even worry about it if you're like, I am in a dark hole right now. I can't even think of a single thing I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee.
And Abraham Hicks, I never heard that before. I love it. And Abraham Hicks, I think they say something like, even if you think for 13 seconds about things you're grateful for, that can change your frequency. So I mean, tiny efforts, end up making a really big difference.
Yeah, it's the smallest thing. So even if the only thing you get out of this is to just ask yourself what you're grateful for twice a day, that's going to make a difference. So yes.
And you are beautiful and you are capable and you do deserve the best. And we hope that this helps you. We, as always, wish you luck on your healing journey. Did you have any last things to add?
No, I think we really covered it. And I just want to hear what you are experiencing with this. If you try it out, if you want some help, like coming up with affirmations, check out the bonus episode that's released at the same time as this. But you can also, jump into the DMs, and we love talking to you guys in there and, hearing about your unique situations. So
we absolutely do. And we also, like I said earlier, if you put these in your home and you want to post them on IG and tag us, I'd be tickled pink.
Oh my God, we would die.
And along the same lines as the DMs, just another reminder, May 4th, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard, Q&A live in our Facebook group.
Yes.
Breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
Yeah, come get some live coaching for free in the Facebook group, and come make some friends as well. Of people who will really understand what you're going through. You can find an accountability partner to send your positive affirmations to.
Yes. Oh, how beautiful is that going to be? Oh, I'm going to call that shit in. All right. So thank you, Claire. Thank you to everyone who listened. We love you all. Really.
Yay.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thanks for listening to X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
If you liked this episode, tag us on your Instagram story so we can connect with you.
And you can find me, Claire, on Instagram at Claire Lofthouse.
And me, Janice, on Instagram at Janice Formicella. If you'd like to join our online community, find us on Facebook at Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On.
And here's a preview of our next episode.
I want to chat with you today about using your journal during a breakup and a healing journey. It's something that Claire and I touch on all of the time, probably half the episodes, perhaps. And I also know that there's just this growing interest around journaling these days. I use journal exercises with all of my breakup coaching clients. I use it in my own life, And I've also been journaling most of my life, probably. It was kind of a cultural part of the religion I was raised in, so I've got a lot of experience.